Hello, everyone. Welcome back to those of you who have seen me before, and hi to any newbies. I should probably apologise for any squinting because it's actually a lovely day here, which is nice. And I'm looking out into the garden, which is facing the sun. But obviously, I do not have the defence of the eyelashes anymore, so I'm probably going to be doing lots of squinting. So, quick recap. Feel free to skip if you've watched me before. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in October last year. It's now March, although the weather hasn't quite realised that. I said it was sunny, but it's been freezing cold. I've had 10 chemo sessions and I've got 6 to go. Then the plan will be surgery and finishing off with radiotherapy. Makes me tired thinking about all that, but I am getting there, which is good. This week I'm going to focus on the idea of feeling or being, not sure what the correct term is, but feeling or being institutionalised. I hope that's the right word. I think it is. So last week I had my oncology appointment, which I have every 3 weeks before my combination chemo, which is always on a Friday, and then I have two mini ones in between. Um, so they do a general checkup on me, check on how I'm coping with the treatment. It's a chance for me to ask any questions that I might have. And as soon as I walked in, she asked to look at my hands. And the previous Friday at chemo, I told the nurse about some redness that had appeared, and they prescribed me some steroid cream, Betnovate, for those of you who are interested, which was kind of working. But ultimately, the oncologist wasn't happy with my hands and decided to delay my treatment by a week. Um, I got really upset. I burst into tears, I'm ashamed to say. It's strange how those moments just spring spring up on you. I don't think the oncologist knew what to do. I'm normally rather chipper in those appointments, and I was to start with until I wasn't getting my own way. I guess I'm lucky that I've been having chemo for 4 months now, and this has been the first time that it's been delayed, so I'm definitely not going to complain. But the reason why I got upset is because one of my closest friends is getting married in April, and it's one of the big things I've been aiming for and looking forward to. And it was going to be 3 weeks after my last chemo, but because of the delay, it's now only 2 weeks, which just feels like it's cutting it really fine. Um, Look, I'm not saying my social life should be prioritised over my cancer treatment, obviously, but it's just so frustrating when things change at the last minute, especially when you're so obsessed with plans as I am. And I mentioned being institutionalised because I feel like I've got into this routine now of chemo every Friday, and I know when I'm going to be feeling worse, and I've kind of gotten into a pattern of first week, generally I struggle. I managed to do some work, but cooking and socialising are out of the question, um, as is housework, which is a bonus. Um, but then it starts to improve, and then I can usually do a bit more and see people, and be a bit more productive. And then the third week, I'm loving life. So this is the routine I've gotten into. So I make plans around that. Even down, I mean, I don't know. It's gotten to the point now where I'm feeling really comfortable in the cancer centre, where I'm being treated. So it just makes me realise how I've become completely used to all of this, and when my treatment ends, it's not where my recovery finishes. I've got a long road ahead, I guess, and mentally I need to focus on staying strong, because once the regular appointments and all of that stuff that currently I'm so focused on, when that comes to an end, it's just going to be me and my head, and what's going on in all of that, which is a scary thought. Um, Good news is that I've got my seventh and penultimate combination chemo tomorrow, and they're the ones that kind of make me feel a bit rubbish. So I'm quite excited because I can see the end. Hooray! Um, I just want to do a quick mention actually. I went for an oncology massage this week, which my gorgeous mum bought for me as a present, and it was absolutely amazing. So relaxing, and I'd highly recommend it. It's light touch, so it's not painful at all. Just a really nice experience. I went to the treatment rooms in Brighton. But I'm sure there's other places that do it. But I just wanted to do a bit of a shout out to them because it was lovely. And on the topic of mums, happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mums out there, because that's on Sunday. I'm just going to say a quick thank you to my own mum, who was already an absolute legend before the big C struck, but now she's completely gone beyond that. I'm not sure what the name for that would be, so let's just call her a superstar. I'll never be able to thank her enough for everything she's done for me. I'm so lucky to have her. Love you lots, mum, if you ever watch this. Um, and finally, happy International Women's Day to everyone. That's today, which is, I don't, what's the day? 8th of March today. Hope you've had a lovely one. And I feel like that was really brief, but you know, sometimes they are. So I will see you next time when hopefully it will finally be spring. Hooray!